You find yourself in a world of new possibilities and adventures. The path could take you anywhere. It's up to you to choose the direction you want to go.
Noobs, 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 what should you do? You're lost and outlast, but we got you. For the noobs is here, we'll guide your way. From gold to gear, help save your day. We got the tips, the tricks, the hacks. From farming loot to watching your back. So hit subscribe and join the crew. An Outlands adventure waits for you.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. My name's Matt. You're watching For the Noobs. On today's episode, we're going to talk about something I refer to as the compass. You know, it's that thing when you're playing a game and you're like, I really kind of want to do it this way. That's why we're probably, if you're like me, you're drawn to role-playing or RPG games, MMO ones specifically, because you can jump in and you can play them however you choose to play. I know back in the day, we don't talk about like other games on here, but like I played a lot of GTA and just jump into God mode and just blow crap up, and it was just, you didn't follow any storyline whatsoever. So I feel like UO Outlands gives you just that. But I'm going to break it into the compass, which is going to break down 4 different areas of the game and how I've played it, maybe how you've played it, and hopefully it opens up some conversation below in the comments. Definitely, guys, let me know what you think and how your play strategies work out in Outlands. Okay, so this first direction in the compass, I'm going to call the Path of Glory. Basically, it's like most any RPG MMO you've ever played out there. You start your character, and you kill monsters to get gold and loot so that you can get better, and you can kill better monsters and get better gold and loot. It doesn't really matter if you're playing a warrior or a wizard or maybe even a tamer.
Wait, hold on. Matt, do people really still play tamers?
Yeah, people do still play tamers. It is a thing, but basically, as you get better, you're going to progress, and you're going to just take the next natural step in the game. And eventually, you'll end up, you know, at like in-game content because you've just gotten there organically, right? You've played the game the way the game was designed to be played. So, with that being said, this typical play style, it just kind of evolves as you go through it.
Whoa, a skill orb. Just hanging out in your bag. Good call, Matt. Yeah, real smart. Totally safe in there. No one's gonna yank that off your corpse.
There's nothing like wrong with it, but as you get better, you go to better dungeons, you kill bigger monsters, you level your, your aspect and your codex. It's just playing the game, like I said, the way the game was meant to be played. But the thing I love about UO Outlands is there's so many different ways to really play the game outside of just grinding those natural progressions. So we're calling that the very first step, the natural progressions. You know, take on 3 monsters at once. See if you can live. Maybe you live, maybe you die. Who knows?
See, what you did there, that's a classic blunder. You provided a valuable service. Free delivery of a skill orb to a more deserving vulture.
Okay, now that we understand what the basic Path of Glory consists of, I mean, literally it's follow the progressions, watch the YouTube videos, level the character that you want to level, but also understand this game has so many other directions. And yeah, sometimes as playing the Path of Glory, you're going to have artifacts, you're going to have things in your bag that people are going to steal out.
And that is the lesson of the Path of Glory. Sometimes you are the hero, and sometimes you are just the loot drop for the guy on the Path of Shadows.
Sometimes you're going to be in a dungeon and a red's going to pop in and he's going to take all your loot. And that brings me to the very next direction on the compass. That's the Path of the Shadows. Okay, guys, well, this is welcome to the darker side of Ultima Online. This is Ultron. He's the only red that For the Noobs ever plays. He's not very good. He's a red Dexter, just gonna be honest with you. He's a poisoner, and the whole idea is just to kind of ruin people's days, if you will, you know.
Run.
This guy's probably gonna hit this little escape hatch right here and get out of here before I can even, give him a run for his money. And that's what he does. So that is a prime example of something you should definitely do. You see a red, get the heck out of there. Don't let him ruin your day, right?
Run away from the bad guy. Groundbreaking stuff, Matt. Truly.
But this is the darker side of Ultima Online. It is skill-based. I'm not very good at it. You'll probably never see me teaching a tutorial on PKing because I am just not a very good PK. It's not going to be something good at. I am a pretty damn good thief, if we're being honest. I've played a thief a lot. Spent the first year in Outlands basically pilfering and stealing from people, other players. Pilfering would be a word you'd use for the backstabber, but that is not the case. I definitely did some not great things that I'm not proud of. But let's just see if we can redeem ourselves here. Maybe we'll get a poison off. Who knows? Maybe even get a kill before he hits this Moongate thingy-mabobber. And he did get taken down. But let's just see if he's got anything on him. I feel bad. Looks like he just got... Ooh. Yep. So I do play the hiding cowardice red character. That way I can just kind of yoink in, grab the stuff I want, and yoink back out. The idea being hopefully I can stealth away and, you know, not get busted or taken. So.
Hey, you. Yeah, you, the one just sitting there. You subscribed yet or what? Come on, get with the program.
I'm not going to sit here and hang on the red too long. I'm not even going to talk about the thief too long. The thing I want to talk about is the mechanics behind it, right? So you could jump in as a red and basically, like, right away, you can start playing the game. Level the character up, GM all your skills, and just start going making havoc. You don't need any awesome armor. You don't need any awesome weapons. You can literally just do it with the base stuff that you get when you start. And that's what makes that part. It's more about the way you play the game, right? The buttons that you mash, the things that you do in sequence for the next thing, right? That's what really boils down to that makes you good at being a PK. I'm not very good at it.
Oh, yeah. It's all about the player versus player unknowns. Will they panic and drop all their shinies for ya?
I'm a lot better just letting the script run and doing my thing that way. But what I do enjoy doing was thieving. And I'm not going to show thieving on this one. You guys have all seen it. You sneak around, you get into bags. I can get layers on layers into people's bags. You mark the target, the last target, and then, you know, you can do drive-bys. You can sit there and you can yoink multiple items out of their bag. You I really enjoyed the reason why I started this Dexter Poisoner red was because I played a thief. That's what he did. He would basically get people into fights, and then I would poison them, and I would take their stuff. So, you know, it's not a lot of skills. It's it kind of reminds me of the movie Princess Bride, where he's like, you do it your way. He's like, what's my way? He's like, get behind the rock, get behind the big rock, and hit him with the other rock. And he goes, my way is not very sportsmanlike.
So you dig a big pit, you cover it with leaves, and when they fall in, you just take their stuff.
That's not very sportsmanlike.
You know, but that is the shadowed side of playing this game. There is just some levels of strategic things you do, right? So I'm going to get out of here before I have to come back and get my corpse because somebody kills me. I'm not a good red, guys. If you ever see me, you'll probably make out with the stuff. So if I get out of here alive, that'll be a miracle.
Making it out of a dungeon as a red? That's one miracle for the books, folks. Now let's see another. Go on, hit that subscribe button and show me you believe.
Ooh, Corpse Creek. And back porch. Successful trip. This is how good of a red I am, guys. Let me just show you guys here. See, my bank balance is 500,000 gold on this guy. 500,000. That's all. I don't kill people very often or take much stuff from them. So, and that's pretty much all the gold I've ever played on this guy because I never go to the bank with him. Interesting side note. So now that we have a good understanding of the Path of Glory and the Path of Shadows, we're going to talk about the Path of Industry next. So yeah, you can play this whole entire game, guys, and you never ever have to kill a monster if you don't want to. Never even have to try and fight a player if you don't want to. You could literally start a scavenger character and then a gatherer character and then work your way up that way and then start crafting things and selling them. And then you could even take your crafter to the societies. I've actually never done a crafting society ever. It's just not my play style. But I think I'm missing out on an opportunity to make tons of gold links and stuff like that. Like, my character has 0 gold links, guys. Here I am. I make YouTube videos on this game, and I have 0 gold links. But I think it's probably because I'm missing out on certain avenues of ways to play the game that I didn't really understand existed in the beginning. I mean, I did what you guys are doing. I got in, I played the game, I watched as many YouTube videos as I could, but you only learn so many things. Right now, this is a total side note, but I'm going down the rabbit hole of boating. Up until about a week ago, I'd never taken a boat out on the water in Ultima Online. Well, I mean, maybe way back in the day, like a little bit, but I've never done any of the boating in Outlands, it's honestly, my character right now is almost GM'd all the skills I need to do to start working that. And that's going to be an interesting way to play the game. We'll talk about that more in a minute. I don't want to get ahead of myself here. But let's jump into industry. Okay, so we're at the Society Hall in Prevalia. And in here is where you're going to get society jobs. If we came over here and we looked at what society jobs are currently going on this week, let's see. We've got some metal crafting jobs. If we just focused on the 11 and 12 point jobs, this one alone has what? That's maybe close to 45 points you could get there. We're over here and look at this guy real fast and just see how many we've got over here. There's 12, there's 24. There's another, yes, another 45 there. And then let's say you had an alchemist and you could do alchemy stuff. There's another 12, 11. Obviously there's a lot of different crafting skills involved in doing what I'm talking about doing. But just there, you picked up all 10 of your society jobs you could do each week. I mean, you're talking 150 points per character, or per account, I guess I should say. You can have up to 3 accounts on Outlands if you don't know about that. So if you did that on all 3 accounts, I've heard this early on, but I never did it. So that's why this whole Path of Industry idea and concept that I'm putting before you, I mean, it makes sense. It's a way to play the game. It's different than a lot of other games. They don't have this mechanic built into it. But with thinking about that, I mean, a gold link right now as a reward, 600 points. So, I mean, if you have 100, 150 per account, doing that 3 different accounts.
Wait, so you're saying I can just do these society things and make gold? I'll have a whole gold link chain before I know it.
You guys do the math. I mean, you're talking every 2 weeks or so, you could get a gold link. So somewhere between $1.5 million to 2 million gold a week on average, just from working the industry.
Now, when we say make millions, that's the gross profit after selling the goods. You still have material costs, so the net profit will vary. Always factor that in.
It's definitely more than I'm making out there farming, killing monsters and that type of thing. So I would dare to say this is a viable way to make your fortune in Outlands. Okay, so we've talked about the Path of Glory. We've talked about the Path of Shadows. We talked about the Path of Industry, which is definitely probably one of the more profitable paths we've talked about so far. And the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is the Path of Legend. And what that is, that's your in-game content. That's going to be all the extra stuff that Outlands has added. I mean, honestly, everything we talked about so far is things Outlands has added, but this is all really designed after you think you've done it all. There's just a whole nother world that opens up to you. For instance, just this week, I've started a boating character, and we're going to try fishing and boating. And those are things that you could have started earlier on in my journey, but it's the way I play the game. So let's jump into the Path of Legend. This game is just so rich with content. So the Path of Legend is about really whatever legend you want to portray. Do you want to max out your red line system? Do you care about what your wardrobe looks like and you just want to have the best outfit ever so you can win a fashion contest and literally you're walking around with 50 million gold worth of stuff on you? It's crazy. Maybe you're into world PvP. Maybe you're into jousting. You know, who knows? It's like whatever you want to do. The ship content, like I mentioned earlier, I'm new to all that. We just finished the King's Fair. There's so many ways inside of this game to play how you want to play. I know what you're thinking. The Path of Legends, Matt, you just showed us like a trailer for UO Outlands. Well, that's basically what I'm talking about, guys. It's all the different ways to play this game. That's what makes it something we all love. It all has some unique component that makes it specific and important to you and your gameplay system. So I would encourage you, take a bit from something in one of these paths that maybe you haven't tried before. You know, for me, there's a lot of new things I want to do in the game as I grow and I expand. It's more than just this channel. It's my own journey, if you will. So another thing that I've never done, and maybe hit me up in the comments, guys, if you guys are in an amazing guild. I haven't been in a guild since back in retail days, back in 2002, I think was the last I played in retail. So it's been a stone cold minute, but I've been on Outlands for almost 4.5 years now. So Anyways, there's just a ton of different ways to do this, guys. And I'd like to hear from you guys. What is your favorite path, your favorite way to play the game? Let me know below.
All right, spill it. What's your favorite path? How are you making your gold? The boss needs to know for research. Yeah, research. Now drop a comment.
One last thing. If you made it this far, I've been wearing this birthday crew shirt the whole entire video, right? So we actually just celebrated our 1-year anniversary here on the channel. On my birthday last year, I started this channel. I was only active for about 3 months. We got to 120, 125 subscribers, something like that. If you guys are one of the OGs from a year ago, thank you so much. If you're one of the new people who've come on in the last month since I've started relaunching videos on my birthday this year, I was like, we're going to relaunch videos. We're going to make it happen. I love doing this. It's fun for me. It's a great outlet. And I hope you guys are enjoying the content. That being said, it would be amazing birthday gift to me and the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you guys around here.
Happy first anniversary! I found you this.
All I really want for our anniversary is to hit 500 subscribers. Please. I don't want any more fish bones.
I have a personal goal. I'd like to get to 500. It might be greedy to say in the next week because we're about 175 off, 170 off of that number. So, you know, we can make it happen though if we all bond together and hit that subscribe button, guys. We'll see you guys on the very next video.
An epic Outlands adventure way.